this was hard to kind of come up with who I wanted to see MJF feud with. But ultimately, I just think there's one answer.
Also, just for his timeline, we'll be on Dynamite next week, and Roosh called him out last night. So I don't know if that's a temporary thing.
Yeah.
But welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Now go work a stiff match with Roosh. Again, which I'm going to enjoy because I do enjoy Roosh, but that's a tough draw. The only thing that makes sense to me, because MJF has to be in a big feud, right? Like he is one of their bigger stars. You just signed him to a big time contract. And okay, so he's got to be in a big feud. Well, he's not going to be in the world title picture because they just did the gauntlet match last night to Will Ospreay. Very interesting there that Will Ospreay ends up being A, in it, B, winning it. So he is going to be challenging at Forbidden Door Swerve Strickland. So that's very interesting. Okay, so world title, take it off the list. Does he have to earn and be part of the TNT ladder match? Seems okay. All right, probably not. Again, they probably have too many championships right now. So you have the Continental Championship, the International Championship. Well, International Champion is also busy unless you decide to double book Ospreay. But to me, MJF, Ospreay, too soon. You don't want to do that right away. That's probably the best match that you absolutely can put on. So to me, the answer is easy. You just got a tattoo that said bet on yourself. And in the middle of that tattoo is a poker chip with the logo for AEW. So he has to be a part of this team AEW, and he has to go up against the Elite. Like going up against the Elite, he has to be one of these people that is trying to step up. So I don't know if that's an Okada match. I don't know if that's something where he gets a partner and ends up going up against the Young Bucks. I don't know if it's just a one-on-one match with the scapegoat Jack Perry. But I think he has to be involved in this whole Elite storyline because it's the only thing that's big enough and makes sense at this point. Because clearly, even though he's our scumbag and he's kind of this tweenerish, not heel, not babyface, you got an AEW tattoo on your body, man. You're defending AEW against the Elite in what they represent.
So in terms of his timeline, and I know there are reports about the Adam Cole involvement, we never see that match now, do we? Cole and MJF? Like that was the end of it Sunday?
Yeah. Which is, again, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Because but you have to do something. Like you can't just keep MJF out. Right? Like you just signed MJF and okay, MJF, okay, Max, we got to keep you out until Cole's healthy enough. Like it just seems there's some complications going on with that. And it just sucks because pro wrestling's better when Adam Cole's around.
Yeah.
And even just him being there, cutting a promo, taking a bump from MJF on Sunday night was awesome. It was great. It was cool to see Adam Cole. And we've had Adam on the show a couple of times. Britt Baker he appeared with. And you know how important professional wrestling is to this guy. And the demons that he had to fight when he was coming back from the previous injury. And it seems like he's almost being tested by that again this time around. It's just unfortunate. It sucks. First and foremost, I hope he just gets to a point where he's healthy enough. And then I hope he can be healthy enough to wrestle. But it just seems like that's pretty far off. So you're going to have to manufacture and come up with other things.
So the only things I was able to come up with, like, I don't think there is an obvious, this is what he's doing, because I think the plan was always him and Cole eventually. And obviously we're not getting that. Basic, but like him versus the Callis family, like he's so over the face.
That was the other thing that I thought.
I don't know.
And eventually you get Ospreay to join him on, like MJF pulls Ospreay away because Ospreay's breaking away at some point from the Callis family.
Still sort of weird he's not. Like, I don't quite get that whole story, but more power to them, I guess. So like you have that. And then a couple you mentioned. So I think you can do him versus the Elite. And maybe that's how you involve the TNT title. Like if it's Jack Perry versus MJF for the TNT title, like you get the thing, he wins the title. The title then has significance because they've elevated that title a lot with Copeland, and then he decided to jump off a cage and land on his feet, which didn't result in good things. So maybe you do it that way, and then the Elite's pissed at him that he took away the TNT title from Jack Perry, and you have a story that way.